Welcome to my first job series. As a recent brilliant graduate, I'm ready to take the workplace by storm. But first, I have a few questions. ALA have provided me with some professionals to answer some of my questions. Today, I'm asking them about their first jobs. Maybe I can steal some good ideas for jobs to apply for. So guys, what was your first job?
I worked with Boston Consulting Group in London as an associate consultant.
Ooh, that sounds prestigious. Here's my card. Call me.
My first job was working in the financial service industry as an ETF product implementation manager.
I heard manager. That sounds good. Call me.
I was a consultant / kind of program assistant.
No slashes, please. But I just want to do the one role.
I was an administrator / office manager, if I can call it that. And at the same time, I was an events manager as well.
You have a slash and an and. I can see the workload pile up. No thanks.
So my first job, I worked at GE on a rotational program. 2 years, I covered financial planning and analysis type of, and then on the next 3 years, I did internal audit for the firm.
Okay, a role that takes 10 minutes to describe is not for me.
Lab manager role to work for a conservation laboratory.
Oh, okay.
I'd gotten the job as the lab tech because I had been a good chemistry student.
Don't like science, but I do look good in a lab coat, so tell me more about this role.
I had to mix chemicals in a chemistry lab at a summer school.
Sorry, Chris, what did you say you did again?
Mix chemicals in a chemistry lab at a summer school.
Consultants are winning this, but test tubes and chemicals do sound like fun, so I'll keep the lab roles as a backup. Alright, anyone else?
My first job was a fellowship. I define a fellowship as a glorified internship, really.
I'm listening very carefully, but I don't hear money sounds, so I'll get back to you.
Entry-level position at McKinsey & Company, which is a consulting firm.
I worked as a management consultant at McKinsey & Company.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I want to be a consultant. No offense, Hilda. A nice, simple consultant role with no slashes. Like ANSI.
In my first job at BCG, I ended up being put on a project in Amsterdam, and I was traveling, weekly commuting, and working until midnight or 1 o'clock every night.
What?
For about 6 months.
6 months? Is that a common thing?
I think working 60, 70, 80 hour weeks would be pretty common.
On second thought, I don't think this consultancy thing is for me. I'm thinking about the lab work again. Maia?
It was hard.
Does anybody have any role that's easy for me? Hi, Hilda.
Let me drink some water.
Oh, come on, fellowship roles are easy, right? Hilda, please tell me about the fellowship.
It definitely came a time when I felt overwhelmed. But because I was the one in the undefined role, things keep coming to you because everyone else's scope is well defined and yours is not.
Look, I just wanted a nice, prestigious, simple job. And now I don't know where to start.
There isn't a guide. You can read as many books as you want.
You have to try out a couple of things, a bit of internship here, a bit of admin work here.
Any job is a good job.
I get most of my life satisfaction out of my work, my social relationships, not out of privilege or status.
We don't all find our ideal job in our first job, and it's completely normal.
We must not shy away from those very basic entry-level manual jobs.
Early in your career, you don't really get to decide how many hours you should work. You must just.
There's no substitute for effort.
That grind in itself teaches you a lot of stuff.
Just do your best.
So I don't have to limit myself in my job search. I guess the title of the job matters less than what I learn from it and the attitude I bring to it. It looks like it's going to be a lot of hard work, but I'm ready. Up next on my first job series, the professionals and I discuss common misconceptions about the world of work in a game of what I ordered versus what I got, workplace edition.
Definitely not, rather, what I pictured